Greetings my fellow freaks and weirdos, I'm Tom and welcome to Monster Gab, where we love all things horror. Now I'm currently on vacation with a few family members in Whitby and thought I'd take the opportunity to film some bonus content footage for the channel, especially seeing as Whitby is the home of Dracula. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, maybe you've never read the novel, you may be thinking, well, hang on, didn't Dracula live in Transylvania? Well, yes he did, but in the story he actually embarked on a ship called the 𝗪𝗕, which arrived here in Whitby, where all of the crew were either missing or dead, and Dracula himself moved into a very extravagant location here, none other than Whitby Abbey. While I'm here, I hopefully will get some footage of Whitby Abbey, but I'll also be taking part in the Dracula experience. Anyway, let's not mess about, let's get on with the video. Whitby is a seaside town and historic fishing port on the east coast of England in Yorkshire. The town and many of its various monuments, including the Abbey, feature in Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, and makes up for an entire 3 whole chapters. These are the dreaded 199 steps to Whitby Abbey. Well, I say dreaded because it's a good word to use on a horror channel, but it's no more exerting than a leisurely stroll, unless you're unfit and unhealthy like me. According to Bram Stoker's novel, when the 𝗪𝗕 crashed upon the bay, Dracula took the form of a dog and ran up these steps to the graveyard of St. Mary's Church, which is located right next to Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey is an old ruin of what was once a 7th century Christian monastery before it was a Benedictine abbey. It was in July and August of 1890 when Bram Stoker himself visited Whitby and was inspired to not only include the abbey in his novel, but to make it the prime location for the arrival of the most famous vampire of all, Count Dracula. Oh, this is my wife Sandra laying in the ruin of a stone coffin. Now, before you comment how this is disrespectful, there's no recordings this coffin was ever used. People are encouraged to lay in it and everybody does. Look at how graceful she climbs out. The Abbey sits proudly on a cliff top and looks over the town of Whitby, especially here. This is Bram Stoker's viewpoint. Apparently he sat here during his visit to Whitby and marvelled at the beauty of the town and its abbey in the distance, to the point where he was influenced to add the location to his story. There's even a bench here with a memorial plaque placed upon it in his honour. During our visit to Whitby, my mum bought me this fridge magnet. And this beer coaster. Cheers, Mum. While I was here, I simply had to take part in the Dracula experience. Located on the riverfront, it's a sort of museum, or rather a Dracula-themed funhouse or exhibition with mannequins and dummies, some electronically moving ones too, and animated scenes and paintings, etc. Sandra bravely went in front while the rest of the family waited outside. Chickens. I was kindly given permission to film content, but could only capture so much footage as we were strictly instructed to keep moving forward. Fair enough, it's not a place you want to hang around.
After travelling to Castle Dracula in Transylvania, Jonathan is held prisoner by the hypnotic charms of Dracula's female vampires. Dracula plots to take the soul of Jonathan's fiancée. After travelling to Castle Dracula, the 𝗪𝗕 is driven northwards by a storm which came from nowhere.
The Count himself.
Van Helsing tried desperately to bring her back using a new technique, blood transfusion, to 𝘊𝖵𝖊𝖗𝖆. You see, times.
Do it again. Actually made me jump. The Dracula Experience has some mixed reviews online, and all I'll say is, if you're a Dracula fan, it's worth checking out, and if you're not, it's a bit of fun with some cheap thrills. Ticket entries are only the price of a pint, and it takes a mere 5 to 10 minutes tops to get around before you reach a fascinating documentary video at the end of the tour.
It all began with war, as these things usually do.
Oh, and you exit on a completely different street. I for one enjoyed it.
Where are we now?
If you're a Dracula fan, it really is worth visiting Whitby. Though if you do, I think it's the law to eat fish and chips at least once during your visit. And if you're a beer drinker like me, I highly recommend visiting the Whitby Brewery, located by the Abbey with an incredible view of it. Of course, there's the Abbey itself, which is a big part of the Dracula story, and despite being a ruin, is still magnificent to see. And if you're into this sort of thing, there are tons of ghost walks to take part in, with signs posted all over town. But you should totally do the Dracula Experience too. Dracula fan or not, it's fun, a bit silly, and a great tribute to the Count himself. Hey horror fans, this video is sponsored by 𝘊𝖵𝖊𝖗𝑆 based in North Wales with various designs and styles, inspired by pursuits of passion, classic cars and staying true to yourself. Be different, be rebellious. 𝘊𝖵𝖊𝖗𝑆. Anyway folks, that was just a little bit of bonus footage that I was able to take here while I'm away on vacation in Whitby. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time. I don't know who they are, but if you don't subscribe, they will get you. So make sure you are indeed subscribed, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new video here on Monster Gab. Like the video if you did indeed like it, share with your friends and leave a comment down there. Anyway, thank you so much, take care, see you soon, bye bye.